Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to another video. It's about 10 o'clock or so on Friday, January 21st, 2022. I just got back from a client visit. I did a new server installation. Actually, it was 8 servers and a whole bunch of other stuff that needed to be done. But this video isn't about that. This video is more of a rant, and I wanted to not necessarily share it with you, but just voice my concerns. As you can see, it's the middle of the night. Well, almost the middle of the night, late night, and I cannot describe just the general disappointment that I have with drivers in Los Angeles at this very moment. And I don't mean to call anybody out because that's not what I do, but I want to raise awareness towards something, and that has to do with headlights. When you're driving on the road, and there are portions of freeways that are not lit up. There are side streets that are also not necessarily lit up. And there are people that drive cars without any lights on. Now, I got lucky. I didn't hit anybody. Nobody hit me. But I think it's something that needs to be pointed out. Most newer cars, not only have automatic headlights like the Bull TV, but by default, it's selected to be auto, but you can set it to full-time on, or I guess the parking lights, and then you can turn it off like I did right now, so I'm not shining my headlights into my neighbor's house while I'm sitting here in the driveway. But it also indicates on the gauges here that your headlights are on. And the part that really bothers me is that I actually made the effort to kind of flash my high beams, turn my headlights off and on again, kind of give that indicator that, hey, stupid, you're rolling in the complete dark. And some of these cars are dark. My car is black, for example, and if I were to roll this car down the road at this hour without my headlights on, I'm pretty sure that I would meet my maker at the end of that session, because you cannot see this car. Also, this car's silent. It has the pedestrian safety warning, so anybody that is actually listening for it, like if they don't have their headphones turned up to 10,000 and they're not walking in the middle of the street, odds are that they're going to survive me not hitting them, because I wouldn't see them. So if you're one of those people that likes to roll around at 85 miles per hour on some of the nastiest freeways in the world, being here in Los Angeles, then this video's specifically for you. I want to know why you would ignore people flashing their high beams at you. I want to know why you would just be so blatantly ignorant to not just the traffic laws of this country, but to other people, to other drivers that are trying to make it home to their families, to their children, to their wives, to their spouses, or whatever. It really makes me angry, and I don't want to be angry. I don't want these videos to turn into rants of nastiness and pollution. That's not who I am. That's not what I do. But I need you to understand something. And this is the part where I can't put words, I can't put thoughts to words, because the only thing that I could think of was my child during those moments where I was on the road and, there was blatant ignorance going on. Like I said, unlit freeway, maybe a mile or two with no lights. It's common where your headlights light up pretty much everything. And the just don't do it, man. Turn the lights on. If your lights don't work, do something. I don't know, maybe ride with your brake pedal tapped a little bit, so at least, you know, your brake lights are a little bit on. I don't know. Or just don't drive your car if your headlights aren't working, you know, or drive with your flashers on, your four-way hazards or whatever. You know, if you can't do something as simple as turn the headlights on while you're going way above the speed limit, you know, this takes it to a whole nother level, because you're not just, you know, driving without your lights on, like say on this street here in front of my house, but you're doing it on a freeway with tons of cars. These freeways in this city don't rest. There's no you know, trafficless hour that you can find yourself on these roads. And you know, it's very rarely that there aren't at least a handful of cars all around you at any given time. And if it wasn't for the fact that an occasional street lamp, you know, you pass an occasional street lamp on the freeway, you would never see these cars. You would never see these drivers. Some of them have broken reflectors. You know how most cars have the red reflectors built in. They're either gone or bumper stickered over or something. And I'm going to get to the point here, because I don't want this video to cross 10 minutes. Because I still have to, you know, get my brain to a mode where I can go to sleep here in an hour. I just want to point out that, and I lost my train of thought. I don't remember what I was going to say, but suffice it to say, I'm ruffled insanely. Oh, I remember what I was going to say. I didn't just see one car. And here's what the part that made me angry. I lit up 4 cars, 2 of them that were new cars. That tells me that they had automatic headlights. I think every car after, I don't know, the last 5 years or so has automatic headlights in it. They have sensors that can tell, okay, now it's time to put on, you know, the headlights. You know, my wife's car, which is a, I think it's a 17, it is a 17 RAV4. It has automatic headlights, you know, and if you're not, you know, if you don't think about it, you know, let the car decide for you. If you have automatic headlights, put it on auto and just let the car turn the headlights on. Don't turn it off. Don't adjust it. Don't be that guy or girl. You know, in this case, there were 4 cars without any lights on. 3 of them were light colored. 1 of them was pitch black. Fortunately, the pitch black one was on a side street close by here. And I was at a red light. The car was across the intersection. And I literally just kept doing this with my high beams, trying to get that person's attention. You guys know what I was going to say. I was trying to get that person's attention. I even turned my headlights off, on, like nothing. I mean, I was blinding. I was shining my high beams into this person's light. Like, how obtuse can you be that you don't understand that? Like, okay, so I'm not saying that maybe that's written in a driver's ed manual, because I've never taken a driver's ed course in the state of California, so I don't know. I took mine in Pennsylvania. You know, there's a different breed of people in Pennsylvania. There's a different breed of people in every other state that I've lived in. But here, the obtuseness is so grandiose that it doesn't even fit in my head. But yes, if you're that person that was across from me and you were being shined brightly with my high beams, you know, close to the Walmart in Valencia, California, then yeah, take notice. I was trying to get you to turn your lights on. Seriously. There are people on the streets. There are cars, drivers, people coming home from work. You know, people could be walking their dogs. Somebody could be in an intersection. You would never see them. And if you're driving an EV or a hybrid that makes 0 noise, that has no exhaust, no rumble or whatever, then you're in a much higher category of risk. You know, because people may not hear you, may not see you, or if they have headphones in their ears. You know, I walk my dog every day with headphones in my ears. Like, I feel like that's a risk now that I'm taking. Because if I'm crossing the street and you whiz around the corner, You'll cross 100 yards in no time. You'll cross 100 feet in what, half a second? I don't know. Depends on how fast you're going. But if you don't have your headlights on and I have my headphones in, my dog's not even going to have time to react to you. And you're going to have 2 dead mammals on the street just because you refused to turn your headlights on and didn't even give us the chance. So please, guys, please, I understand that, we all make mistakes. We all miss something. But this wasn't one person. This was a collection of people tonight. And it was one topic. Forget the people cutting me off. Forget the people that, pass me off the shoulder or something stupid. All of that happens. And those are separate videos that can be made, that can be ranted about. But I don't want to be this guy, guys. I don't want to be this nasty. I feel so nasty right now. Like, I feel rude and obnoxious, and I don't want to be this guy. And I shouldn't have to record a video to share my frustration with my friends, my followers, my family, whoever watches these videos. This is one of those things that safety, is huge with me. Ever since my kid was born 8.5 years ago, safety has been huge. And mind you, I can't tell you how sensitive I am when it comes to him, because he's done things. He's made mistakes. He sprayed pepper spray on himself a few months ago, and trust me, I don't know what was worse, the drivers with the headlights off in the middle of the night, or him spraying pepper spray in his face, because both of them made me feel like this. I feel like I failed my child. And if something were to happen to him, granted, he's not going to be in the middle of the street at night, but you never know. We could be somewhere. We could be on a road trip coming home, and it's after sunset, and the sun's already down, and it's dark, and it might be 9 o'clock at night. We might be driving, and we might be getting out somewhere. We might be walking the dog or something, and boom, that's all it takes, is a split second, because we have no way to know this. We have no indicator that you made a turn. No lights on. Your headlights are going to light up, 150 feet or more in front of you. So if you're making a turn, we're going to see that light come in front of us. I didn't even get that chance tonight with all of those drivers, all 4 of them. And I got really upset. And I'm sorry that I made a 13-minute video ranting about people who can't follow basic ethics when it comes to humanity. So I'm sorry about that, guys. I really am. I'm also tired, long day, so forgive me. I'm not even going to tell you to go down in the comments, because I know that, there's so much that can be said. But if you do, go down there. I'm going to end it right there. I hope you guys have a great evening, and I'll try to have some more stuff for you guys early in the week. All right? Take care and enjoy your Sunday. Good night.